That was money.
Damn.
That was pretty money. First try.
All right, guys, we're here. This is the first outdoor episode of Between the Bread, and we have none other than Knox.
Yes.
Motherfucking Morris.
What's happening?
He just goes by Knox, so
Yep.
don't do the other part. And we have two special guests behind the camera, as well as birds and live insects.
There's a lot happening.
Be prepared for a lot. We're next to a road as well, so you can hear the noises. But we just figured outside would be the move. It's a beautiful Sunday, 62 degrees, Nashville, Tennessee. And we're here with Knox to talk about everything.
Everything.
I'm going to pass it to him. He's going to tell you 3 random facts about himself.
Ooh, 3 random facts. All right, let's see. So, I'm going to give you the life story, I guess, a little bit. So, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I moved here. I dropped out of school. I was really bad at all school. So, moved here to write songs. Now I'm writing songs. I met my man Jake here. He shot our leg day video. So, if you haven't seen that, check that out.
I'll put the little clickable link. You can click it right here.
Right there. Bingo.
Yeah.
But let's see. So I'm a server at a restaurant called Ruby Sunshine.
Shout out Ruby.
Shout out Ruby.
I still haven't been there, though.
Dude, you got to come visit.
Yeah.
You got to come visit.
Can I personally request you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll take care of you. Whip you up some eggs, biscuits, and gravy, whatever you need.
Okay.
But there's that. Oh, what's my 3rd fun fact?
I think we'll get more into the story. I was just thinking if you had 3 random absurd facts about you, more so like
All right.
kind of like the Lego thing.
That's what I was about to say. That's all right. So I have the best Lego collection in Nashville.
This is a fact.
This is facts. We might have to take a picture and add it to this.
Yeah, I will. I'll take an iPhone picture.
There we go.
We're actually at Knox's house right now.
Yes.
And another fun fact. Zach, can you pop in for a second?
Pop in, buddy.
Just show at least a limb. Yeah. So this house / neighborhood is actually where we shot the Z Smith 13 video, which I will also link. But shout out to Zach. Shout out to this house. It's a special house. But yeah, 2 more facts. Tell them.
All right, 2 more facts. So Legos. Love Legos. I am the biggest Marvel superhero nerd that you know. Anything about the MCU, any question, anything, I'm your guy. The comics, everything. And then, what's my 3rd fact? Probably, I idolize LeBron James. Everything I do, I love him. That might trigger some people.
Yeah, didn't he just have some April Fool's post or something?
No, actually,
what was up with that?
That's really funny because he said as a joke, 2 days ago, he said, he was like, I'm going to be out tonight because of my ankle and I'm done for the rest of the season. That's what he said. And that was the April Fool's joke. And then today, they actually announced that he's not playing. He actually isn't playing today.
Wait, so it's not a joke?
No, but it was a joke at first and now.
But he's not out for the season. It's just for...
Yeah, but they only have 3 games left.
Yeah.
And they're probably not going to make the playoffs.
So he kind of jinxed himself.
Yeah,
Damn.
played himself. But...
Shout out to you, LeBron.
Dude, LeBron, bro.
LeBron, when you see this, drop a comment for us.
Dude, drop a comment, and I'm sorry that your teammates are just not it this year. I really feel bad for you.
I do like LeBron. I was a huge fan of him. I still am, but I definitely was more of a fan. A couple years ago, I followed his every move.
Yeah.
I'm still such a fan of him. I think he's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Smart man.
All you MJ lovers out there can suck it.
Yep.
But yeah, LeBron's a GOAT.
Dude, I will fight that to my death. I will argue with any human being ever about the MJ versus LeBron. I can go all day.
Yeah.
It's bad.
But yeah, so obviously leg day is what brought me and Knox together.
Yes.
Shout out John Harvey.
The boy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I can't even remember how I met Knox. I want to say it was an Instagram follow or something.
Yep.
And then we just got on a phone call and we linked up at good old
So High Fives?
High Fives.
Yep, with Cabe.
In Nashville with Cabe. Shout out Cabe Kelly Wyatt.
The boy.
And yeah, ever since then we were just let's do a video. And we weren't really gonna do it at first. Just we were going to like do a full-on music video, but it just didn't pan out.
Yep.
And then kind of a last-minute Hail Mary, we were like, let's do this lyric video, but then it kind of turned into the music video anyways. It was like the whole thing. But yeah, I loved Knox. The second I saw his social media, I think it was either TikTok or Instagram or something, I was just like, love the vibes, like the kind of rock vibe, and I just love Knox. He's such a character.
I love it.
And obviously you see what he's rocking right now.
Hey, dude, I wear this shirt like probably more than any shirt.
No, I've actually heard that from multiple sources. I think Leah is a credible source to that fact.
Yeah.
But he is always spotted in that classic crew neck. I got on the classic. I wear this thing as much as you wear that. Honestly.
That is a sick hoodie.
But we got a rep.
Oh, always, man.
But yeah, I kind of want to start off talking about your Midwest growing up experience. I'm myself from Indiana, Knox from Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
They're very similar climates, very similar. And I just want to talk about your experience growing up in the Midwest and what that was like.
Dude, so it's so weird because my whole life, like growing up before like moving to Nashville, is so different than like what my life is like now. Because when I grew up, I grew up in a town called New Carlisle. I was like right outside of like Springfield, Ohio, and the only thing
is a pretty small town.
Well, I lived in New Carlisle for a while, and it was small town, but it wasn't like tiny. Like I had like 400, maybe like 500 kids in my class. I don't really remember how many, because after my freshman year of high school, I had transferred, and then I went to a school that was like a small town. I graduated with 44 kids in my class.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I went to like my last 3 years of high school. I was in classes like
everyone knew everyone.
Yeah, dude, and it was so weird because you would go classroom to classroom, but it would just be all the same people, except for like maybe like two, because yeah, like I remember going to high school at Tecumseh. That was the original one that I went to, and you go to all your classes and like everyone is completely different,
Yeah,
and then
that's how my high school was.
Yeah, and then I liked that way better than the small one, but yeah, dude, I have like 7 best friends that have been my best friends my whole life, and they were from New Carlisle, and we would just, the only thing we did was basketball. We would just play basketball. My best friend has like full court in his backyard.
Oh yeah.
So we would just so we would play 20, like 21.
Mm-hmm.
So we would play that, but instead we would go to 101.
No
Yeah,
way.
and we would do 101. So we would play like 2.5 hour long games. Like
psychos.
Dude,
you guys are psychos.
It was so much fun.
Did you ever just get on a run where it's like you're at 78 and everyone else is at like 16?
Oh yeah.
And then what's the rule then? Because in regular 21, if they tip it in, you reset.
Yeah.
So how do you play that with 100? Because what if you're at 96?
So we would do, instead of resetting completely, we would do it by 10s.
Oh,
so
okay.
like, if you were over, let's say you had 29, you would have to get to 31, and if you didn't, you'd get bumped back down to 21. 20. And then like if you got to 32 and got tipped, you would go to 31. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we would just do it by 10s.
That makes sense, because I was going to say, if you're at 80 and you get tipped, that game will never end. It'll literally just keep going.
Yeah,
forever.
bro. And we would used to play on like 8.5 foot, so we would just like dunk all over each other. Yeah, it was, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And like our dads would come and play against us and everything. It was
classic.
Yeah, it was awesome. But then
speaking of your dad, he made a little cameo in the Zach video. Knox's parents, great people. His mom with the ice cream cone.
Yep. Yeah, dude, this guy licked the same ice cream cone as my mother, so he like technically kissed my mom, but it's cool.
Damn, that is kind of cool. I just want to make sure, is this still going? Yeah, we're good.
Yep, golden.
There's no edits in this podcast either, so they just watch that.
Keep it raw.
You got to keep it so raw.
Yeah, has to be real.
Was one of those friends that you talked about, you said the 7 best friends, was one of them the guy last night?
No, so after I graduated high school, I went to Ohio University, not Ohio State. I'm not a Buckeye. I will never claim that as long as I live. But so I met those guys there, and so I lived with them for like 2.5 years. And so that kid's name was Cody. And it was...
Shout out to him.
Hey, shout out my man Cody. last night we went out for his birthday in Nashville, and he was a liability.
Yeah, and it's funny because he says that guy's never a liability.
No.
And I showed up last night for like 30 minutes just to say hi to everyone, and I saw that guy, and he was in a different planet.
Dude, I have never seen him. He must have been really trying to celebrate his birthday because he was always a kid in college, and like as long as I've known him, he's always been the person that's like not takes care of everybody, but like me and Ryan, the other kid that was with us.
Yeah.
Like we would party hard in college, and Cody would be like, "You guys are idiots," and like you guys need to like chill, whatever. And then last night, he's like walking around, he's hitting on like all my friends, bro. I was like,
he was on a different
I was like, Cody, what are you doing?
Bro, that is so funny.
It was hilarious because it's even funnier because, like, I love him. He's got no game. He's got no game at all. Not that I do or, whatever, but he's just Cody. So seeing him interact with all the people I saw him interact with last night, it's hilarious, man.
Speaking of last night, we got to watch the end of the Duke North Carolina game. And let me tell you, folks, when I say the biggest Kentucky basketball fan, I mean it. I mean, this guy, tell the story. What is it? Like your family hasn't missed a game, and
yes.
What's the stat there?
So my grandparents, my grandpa hasn't missed a home Kentucky game in like 20-something years, like 26 years or something like that. Now my grandma, she had to have like a couple different operations, so she's missed, I think my dad told me 6 or something like that, or like 4. But my family, we've been like season ticket holders like for Kentucky basketball home games like my whole life, so like 25 years. And like every home game I have like probably 7 or 8 family members there, or like family friends that are there because we just go. But it's crazy because my grandparents are like, they're like 85, 86 or something like that. Like they're like pretty up there, and they drive from Dayton, Ohio all the way down to Lexington for every game. So like it'll be like a Tuesday and they'll drive 3 hours down. Like
that is absurd.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I thought they lived in Lexington.
No, they drive.
Make that trip every time.
Yeah, they live in New Carlisle, Ohio.
That is they need to get like sponsored.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Kentucky
crazy
or something.
Yeah, they know a couple.
Some award or something.
Yeah, they know like a couple people in there. So like a couple people know like who they are. My grandpa is okay. So my uncle, so my grandpa's son, his name's Lou. He is friends with one of the guys that works on the radio team for Kentucky. So one of the guys that sits like front row, like at the like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So they get like, we get extra tickets. So the Champions Classic every year that like Ohio State plays in and stuff. And Kentucky. It's always at the very beginning of the year. Like we always get tickets to that, and obviously like the SEC tournament and stuff. And we try to do March Madness. March Madness is a little tough sometimes, but I've been to a bunch of tourney games, like Kentucky games.
Oh yeah. And the sad thing that me and Knox both share in common is our teams both lost to the Peacocks this year.
Dude.
So, what's crazy, and this is so funny, I guess this has turned into a basketball podcast.
I love it.
Fuck it.
I love it.
So, Kentucky, for those of you who don't know, Kentucky, a number 2 seed, lost to the 15 seed Peacocks, which is the first time in history that the Peacocks have advanced to the Sweet 16.
Yep.
And they did it against his team. And then the very next game, they played Purdue, which is the number 3 seed, which is the school I went to, and they smacked us too.
Dude, the Peacocks.
We share a hatred for the Peacocks.
Oh, bro, I'm 24 years old and I almost cried in the bar. I almost did. I had tears in my eyes, and some guy was trying to fight me, and I don't know why. Yeah, I had to walk out with a minute left because I was gonna bust into tears. But there was this toothless dude at the bar that was like turning around, like I was like obviously immensely stressed out because of everything going on.
Yeah.
And I would like say something like, "Oh my God, like he got fouled" or something like that. And this dude was just sitting at the bar by himself. This dude that was like, it was something out of a movie, and he would just turn around and be like, "Fuck you, bro." And I was like, yo, and like Zach was like talking shit to him too, and like. I was like, "Why are you talking to me, bro?" I was like, "What? Like, why are you being so mean to me?" It was crazy. I'd never seen anybody act like that towards me. It was crazy. So yeah, I had to leave a minute early because I would have well, actually, no. I say that I would have done something to that guy, but I wouldn't have done anything to that guy. Let's be honest. Zach might have, though.
Dude, I think it's crazy to me. I think college basketball is more entertaining, especially around March Madness, than NBA. Like, I will watch almost every March Madness game, like, every year because it's just so exciting.
Yeah.
But, like, the NBA, I'm kind of don't really watch it.
The NBA regular season is just no fun at all, except for Christmas Day. Like, Christmas Day hoops is sick. And obviously, like, I love, like, the playoffs, especially, like, the finals. Like, I watch the finals every year. But,
I do too, of course.
No, dude, college basketball is just so different. They just, like, bro, they play so hard, and they play defense.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, just the crowds of college basketball games are just so electric compared to an NBA game. Now, I've never been to a playoff game, so I'm sure they're pretty insane.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. College basketball, though, dude, like, Saturday college game day at Rupp Arena, like Kentucky versus Louisville or Kentucky versus UNC or something, is always just so crazy. It's so much fun.
Yeah, love college basketball.
Yeah, dude, look at us. We're who? Like, we should be analyst.
Dude, anyways.
I'm super uneducated, folks.
Switch.
Yep.
All right, we got to talk a little bit about music.
We should.
So, also a new achievement. I just want to bring this up because congratulations to Knox. He was a writer on his song with John. It's called Elena.
Yes.
Just hit 1 million, so congrats on that.
Dude, thanks, bro.
And I just wanted to talk about, we have Leg Day we dropped, which is an absolute hit. I think it's doing really well, right?
It's doing solid. For, like, we did the video and everything, but other than that, there hasn't been, like, a lot, like, we didn't really push it extremely, like, hard, especially, like, on TikTok, like, on my end. Like, I didn't, like, push it extremely hard or anything, so, like, for what we did with it, like, yeah, it's doing really good. And people, like, anybody that hears it really loves it, so it's cool.
I love that song so much.
Thanks,
and,
bro.
So, yeah, what's coming up? What's new? What you don't have to say too much. Yeah. Keep it under wraps. But.
No. So it's kind of weird. I'm in this, like, weird position. I don't want to say too much, but I obviously, like, I think I could be an artist, and I have my own music, and I want to do an artist, but I'm, like, very, very, very focused on, like, the writer side of things. Yeah. Like, just working with a ton of different artists and bands, and I haven't really had the time to, like, focus on my own stuff, because I've just been doing all these other songs with so many other people, and so I'm trying to, like, really get established as a writer, like, first. I think that'd be really cool to kind of take the Julia Michaels route, or, something like that. So, yeah, I've just been working. There's a band called Games We Play, which they're awesome. I have a whole week of writes with them this week. And then, just, like, all these awesome bands and all these really cool people, and it's so much fun. I love writing for other artists. That's, like, there's nothing cooler than being, like, I love shows, and I love streams and all these things, but there's no better feeling than being in the studio when you know you've, like, made something really cool. Yeah. And so I kind of live for that feeling right now.
I need to get in a session with one of your guys' writing sessions, and just because a guy I used to live with is a really good writer and producer and stuff, and I would, like, be in sessions with him, and it was just so fun and creative, and I feel like I need to be in a session when you guys are there and just, like, experience it.
Absolutely, bro. You should come anytime. I have a week of all these sessions with this band Games We Play, and I'll talk if you want to come by for one, because we're doing, like, we'll probably do, hopefully we do around, like, 6 songs, maybe, like, 2 a day, because it's all, my, like, whole week is dedicated to that. So yeah, I'll talk to him. We'll have to get you in one. That'd be fun. That'd be super fun.
Yeah. How crazy would that be? You know what we should have done? We should have set up, like, Zach to drive by and, like, play Leg Day, but then we play it off like, oh, someone's just bumping Leg Day on the road.
That's so weird. What the heck?
Yo, what? Is that Knox?
Oh my gosh. So speaking of something like this, I'm about to spoil Cabe Kelly's day if he watches this. But
shout out Cabe Kelly Wyatt.
Yeah, shout out Cabe Kelly.
He has 3 first names.
He really does. I love that man. But no, so 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago, we were all going out somewhere, and some of our friends came down from the apartment to get in their Uber first, and they told our Uber, when our Uber pulled up, they were like, hey, like, play this song Leg Day, right? So they got in their Uber and left, and so when we came down, the Uber was playing Leg Day, and when Cabe got to the car, everybody was like, bro, this guy's playing Leg Day, like, whatever, but, like, I don't know. I could, like, tell. I just kind of went along with Cabe because I was like, oh, he's excited, whatever. But,
wait, so who set it up?
Our friend Aaron did.
But did you know it was a setup?
Well, I had a very good feeling.
Yeah, but did Cabe know?
No, Cabe didn't know. So Cabe was, like, texting, like, my manager and texting all these people. He was like, bro, we just got in the Uber, and it was playing Leg Day, but it was, like, just our friends. But he was, like, so happy.
You got to see it through on that one. You can't let him down,
yeah,
dude.
He was so stoked. He was taking Snapchat videos. So, Cabe, if you're watching this, he still doesn't know that. So, if you're watching this,
dude,
I love
live
you.
leak.
And I'm sorry. And you can yell at Aaron and Beth because it was their fault.
Yo,
not
that's
mine.
hilarious.
Yep.
I love that stuff. What time are we at?
Huh?
What does your mic say?
24.
Okay, we'll do one last little thing. Oh, this is kind of funny. We're right after this podcast, I'm going to run Zach over with my car.
That is accurate. That is going to happen.
So we're trying to plot this viral TikTok where I have a dash cam on my car, and we're going to try to hit him, and we're just going to kind of see what comes from that.
That actually,
TikTok, for all we know, TikTok could take it down.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Let's see what happens. That's so funny. That's so funny. I love to see it.
Yeah, you know how TikTok is. Have you ever got a TikTok removed?
No. I haven't made enough TikToks. I'll tell you what, so last year, before I put out Leg Day, I put out a couple songs, but they didn't feel like me, so I took some of them, like most of them down. And, but my very first TikTok I ever posted was of the first song I put out. And it got like 12K views, like 2,000 likes or something. So I was like, bro, I'm about to pop off on TikTok. And then I posted 7 more, and they all got 100 views. And I was like, this sucks, dude. I was like, I'm going back to being a writer, dude. I was like, this isn't fun.
I think that's how TikTok works, bro.
Yep.
Like, honestly, I think they try to hook you. They give you those views and those likes, and you're like, all right. So then you keep posting more. It's like a drug, dude.
Yep.
It really is.
Dude, people are on, like, I know a couple people from back in Ohio and just random people that are just on a TikTok grind. And it's always, like, gym stuff. It's like fitness and things like that. But I know a bunch of people that have, like, a bunch of followers, and it's so strange to me because they're just, I don't know. Everybody on TikTok that is famous is not famous at all.
It's crazy. TikTok is such a crazy phenomenon. Like, it's, who even knows what it's going to be in 5 years? But, like, it's so crazy.
No, it's
like,
nuts.
We've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Even, like, early Instagram, it just wasn't as crazy. Like, it was crazy, but it wasn't like this. Like,
no, not like this. It's, like, completely changed how the music industry works.
Yeah.
Like, completely changed from...
Because now it's almost like artists will kind of pitch their songs to TikTok. And it's like, if TikTok loves it, then they'll end up doing it.
That's when the labels
and everything instead of, like, pitching to a label. It's like everything's almost reversing now because of TikTok. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very strange. But anybody can see anything on TikTok ever. It's
so crazy.
Yeah, people...
That's why it's like you might as well post something because you don't know.
Yeah. Something
could change your life. But then at the same time as that, it's like you could post 100 things and nothing hits. So it's like you can look at it 2 ways, but it's like you might as well.
Yeah. When we were on that tour with Bill Murray and John a couple months ago, Cabe was posting TikToks the whole time.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
They were all, they would all get like a couple hundred, just like, like 300 views, whatever. And then he posted one of John's bassist, and it was of him walking up to a microphone. It was like a 4-second video. And he walks up to a microphone and he goes like something like, "Now up to the plate, Mickey Mantle." That was one of his.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and it got like 200,000 views and like 14,000 likes. We were like, what the heck? It didn't make any sense at all. It was so weird.
Dude, literally the weirdest things will take off.
Just take off. Yep, that dude's different. Yeah. Dude, shout out Jake Ingram. He's been. Have you met Jake?
Oh yeah.
Dude, Do
you want to know what's crazy about me and Jake? We have the same names as each other. We both grew up with a snake. And the snake had the same name.
Monty.
And
I
it was
remember
the
this.
same type of snake.
Was Monty a python?
A ball python, 4 feet long.
Name for a python.
Isn't that unreal?
That's crazy.
I was like, I've never met someone who had the same snake as me, let alone our names are the same and our snake's names are the same.
That's so wild. That was when we did the hot ones.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wanted to close on that.
Oh, yeah.
So, closing remarks is, one time I came over to Knox's, and he was like, dude, we just do this thing every now and then. It's the Hot Ones Challenge. I'm sure you've seen it.
It's reckless.
Fucking bug.
Oh, no. Get out of here. And there we go.
Yeah, the Hot Ones Challenge. And so we actually did it. And I showed up at the end, and I was just like, damn, well, I missed the whole thing. I might as well do the last 3 sauces. So I just, he basically did all 10 sauces or whatever.
Yeah.
I showed up, did the last 3 sauces, and it was real fun. It's something Knox just does casually. Like, he kind of does this a couple times a month.
It's not fun.
Like.
It is not fun. But I've had people say, like, oh, I think the Hot Ones show is fake. That shit is real, ladies and gentlemen.
It is so real.
It is so very real.
That is just,
yeah,
we should have brought one out.
Dude, we should film that one time. We should all do it and just film it and then just do, like, something like this.
Yeah, like, between the bread, spicy edition.
Exactly. That'd be super fun. And we just try them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
But, yeah, so this is a good podcast. I want to end on saying go check out Knox, all his stuff. It's going to be linked in the description. Crazy guy, tons of new music, tons of songwriting deals.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Yep.
You better be ready for it.
Yep, it's all coming out. I got a bunch of songs that I wrote for other people coming out. So follow me on Instagram. It's Music by Knox. And, yeah, go listen to it.
Hey, you got a...
Hey, bro.
A guest appearance.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, we're doing a podcast right now.
Yeah, hey, say hi.
Say hi to the podcast.
Hey, there we go. Hey, yeah, good to see you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no doubt, man. Well, hey,
shout out to the guest appearance. Perfect timing.
Let's go.
Let's end on that. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Yep.
Everything.
Jelly House, the man. Let's go. Thanks for having me.
Here.
That was a blast.
Good shit.